Hi, PerspectaWeather.com meteorologist Paul Dorian here on Tuesday, January 29th. Quite an active couple of days coming to the Mid-Atlantic region as Arctic air moves towards the region from the northwest to the southeast. It first arrives today in the northern plains, the upper part of the Midwest and the Great Lakes, and then reaches in full force the Mid-Atlantic region on Wednesday night, going into the day on Thursday. A strong cold front could bring some accumulating snow around here in the I-95 corridor later today, early tonight, and then an Arctic frontal system could produce some snow showers, maybe even a few heavier snow squalls tomorrow, late morning, midday, early afternoon hours, along with some gusty winds past 40 miles per hour or so, and then temperatures will plunge tomorrow night in the Mid-Atlantic region, bottoming out near zero early Thursday morning. Meanwhile, out in the Midwest, Chicago could drop to minus 30 degrees or so by tomorrow morning. If so, that would be its all-time record low. Current record low for Chicago was set January 20th, 1985 at minus 27 degrees. That followed a major stratospheric warming event, and of course we have gone through a major stratospheric warming event over the past several weeks. Well, here's a current surface map. An initial strong cold frontal system now sliding towards the eastern seaboard. Some spotty precipitation along the north end, but even heavier and steadier precipitation along the south end. We'll take a look at the radar in a moment. This is the area to watch for steadier, heavy precipitation reaching the D.C., Philadelphia, New York City corridor later today, early tonight. Just some spotty precipitation over the next several hours. Meanwhile, out over the Midwest, a second frontal system, really the true Arctic frontal system, now crossing over Wisconsin into Illinois, and again temperatures will drop today out in the Midwest and perhaps bottom out to near 30 degrees below zero by tomorrow morning in Chicago, Madison, Wisconsin. Just a brutal cold air mass coming to the Midwest. Wind chill values of 50 degrees below zero, really extending from Minnesota all the way to Michigan over the next 24 hours or so. Well, here's the latest radar loop from Weather Underground. Some spotty light snow breaking out across the northern part of the I-95 corridor in the Mid-Atlantic region. But notice down here across the southern end of that cold front, some heavier precipitation breaking out. Low pressure will try to form today along that the southern part of that cold frontal system in that boundary zone. And this is the area to watch. Again, this slides to the north and east. Steadier and heavy precipitation for D.C., Philadelphia, New York City, holding off till later today, going into the early part of tonight. There can be accumulations on the order of a couple inches or so on average in the D.C. to New York City corridor. Untreated roads certainly can become slick in a hurry late today, early tonight as temperatures drop and that snow arrives. Well, let's walk through the 06Z GFS model run at 500 millibars. Want to take a look at the upper level energy that will have an impact over the next 48 hours or so in the eastern U.S. First of all, a little bit of energy down here across the south central U.S. that is enhancing the precipitation along the southern end of the cold frontal system. And again, nothing more than spotty light precipitation in D.C., Philadelphia, New York City through the morning, midday hours. But this is the area to watch. Let's move forward here. That slides to the north and east. That enhanced precipitation should arrive during the afternoon in D.C. and then work its way north and east, arriving in New York City by early tonight. And here we go. There's that upper level energy, and the best chance of accumulating snow will be later this afternoon into the evening hours. And meanwhile, deep upper level low moves over the Great Lakes region, and there's spokes of energy that will kind of rotate around. And one of those spokes of energy right in this region right here arrives in the Mid-Atlantic region on Wednesday. And again, that is associated with the true Arctic frontal system. Could be gusty winds midday tomorrow, maybe some snow showers and even a few heavier snow squalls. The best chance for snow on Wednesday in D.C., Philadelphia, New York City, generally between 10 a.m. and 4 p.m. And once that Arctic front slides through, temperatures will drop like a rock tomorrow evening and could drop to near 0 degrees in much of the I-95 corridor region by early Thursday morning. Well, let's now walk through the surface forecast maps for later today and early tonight as that cold frontal system arrives in the eastern U.S. Again, some spotty light precipitation over the next several hours. It could be in the form of rain, sleet, or snow in the I-95 corridor region. A little bit more of an enhancement in terms of precipitation down across the southern end of that cold front. Let's push forward here, and precipitation during the midday hours still a mixed variety and probably spotty and light, and then some heavier snow could break out during the late afternoon hours. And again, any untreated road could quickly become icy as temperatures will drop. Any initial rain or mixed precipitation could melt on the surfaces of the roads, and once temperatures drop below freezing late today, they could freeze up in those untreated areas. That snow continues into the evening hours, could taper off as a bit of sleet or freezing rain down south of the Mason-Dixon line. Meanwhile, look at this 480 thickness here dropping into the upper part of the Midwest by later tonight. That's associated with that core of the Arctic blast here. And here we go. By tomorrow midday, this frontal system right here is really the true Arctic front. Could set off some snow squalls in the I-95 corridor region. Certainly some snow showers are possible. Gusty winds past 40 miles per hour or so. Any snow squall that hits could produce a quick ½ to an inch, and roads could get slick in a hurry. So we'll have to watch for that. Again, primarily the threat for snow tomorrow will be between 10 a.m. and 4 p.m. in the D.C. to New York City corridor. Then that Arctic front slides on by. The real brunt of the Arctic air mass arrives in the mid-Atlantic region, and by Thursday morning, and here's the Thursday morning map, 498 thicknesses across southern Pennsylvania. Very possible that we'll have temperatures near zero in the suburban locations of the I-95 corridor by Thursday morning. Thursday itself, high temperatures will struggle to make it into the teens in much of the I-95 corridor region. And it stays pretty cold on Friday and Saturday, but a warm-up is coming during the early part of next week. So quite an active time period. A threat of accumulating snow late today, early tonight. Another chance for snow during the midday hours on Wednesday as the Arctic front arrives, and then near 0 degrees in many spots by Thursday morning. That's it for now. For PerspectaWeather.com, I'm meteorologist Paul Dorian.